इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी। सुबह 4 बजे के सोचने तो बस शुरुआत किसी में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा ही। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
A very good afternoon to all the dear friends. On this beautiful Sunday, we are welcoming all of you to our Business Opportunity Over Chai webinar series. This is a platform where we are bringing every day a new business opportunity for each and everyone, so that you talk, you see the brand, you digitally interact with the brand founders and the leadership team and understand their business model. It is our everyday objective and mission to provide maximum business solutions and franchise opportunities to all our investors. And we truly claim that no one sells more business than us, because we have helped more than 80,000 investors in getting the perfect franchise from our side. With this introduction, I welcome and invite management team of Franchise India, Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am. This is a 45-minute session where first we'll take you through the complete and the correct understanding about the business opportunity brand is representing you today, and then we'll move towards a panel discussion. Hence, we request all of you to make it very interactive by sharing your question and answers and suggestions in our question and answer box. The brand and the business opportunity which we are delighted to present for all of you is Chicago Pizza. Yes, you have heard it right. It's Chicago Pizza, the biggest and the fastest growing pizza takeaway chain. And today we have invited Mr. Vishal Kapoor, who is a founder as well as a very successful entrepreneur. And today he'll be talking about this great brand and how he has expanded 160 plus outlets pan India and serving all of us. So thank you so much, Vishal, for joining in today. It is our privilege to represent you to all our investors and your brand Chicago Pizza. So thank you so much for sparing time from your busy schedule. You are traveling, but still you got time for us to talk about this. So without taking further time, I'll share my screen about Chicago Pizza and we invite you to talk about this brand. Thank you so much, Vishal.
Well, thanks a lot, Archana, for the great introduction. And I really appreciate Franchise India, what they have done to the Indian economy and brought new businesses, for small businessmen, big businessmen, to at least have an investment portfolio and grow in tough times, good times with the right brand mix. I'd like to introduce Chicago Pizza now. I hope everyone can switch yourself to the pizza mode, like our phrase says. So we started our operations in 2007, and initially these were just company-owned outlets. We had in the most prime spaces in Delhi, NCR, And the idea was of, bringing in international um experience of how the pizza is consumed by the customers. So you must have seen Subway, McDonald's, etc. They are, I mean, Subway is a sandwich takeaway chain. McDonald's is a burger takeaway chain. But in 2007, there were no particular pizza takeaway chain. And that is why when we started then, Domino's had entered, but they were only concentrating on deliveries. So pizza by the slice was introduced first in India by us. We had the India's biggest pizzas, which is 18-inch, which were cut into 8 slices, and each slice could be fully customized to the customer requirements. So it's unlike the international concept wherein people just pick up a slice that's on display. We understood the Indian requirement where people have chefs back home. So they want it hot and fresh, and they want it fully customized, whether it's a slice or a small round. It comes with any choice of your toppings. And today we have a complete range starting from a 7-inch, 9-inch, 14-inch to a 18-inch. And 18-inch is also cut into slices. So it basically, Archana, you could shift the slide. Yeah, so we have today pan-India locations across the country. In Delhi, we have it in all the malls, all the food courts, namely Select City Walk, Max Hospital, Saket, all the 3 Pacific malls like Netaji Subhash Place, Dwarka, Tagore Garden, both the Ambience Mall, Vasant Kunj, Gurgaon. I mean, you name the Mall of India, Logix Mall, Kidzania, all market areas. So you will see less of Domino's and Pizza Hut in these prime malls and food courts where we excel as a pizza takeaway chain. But outside Delhi NCR, it is always in a high street. So in Uttar Pradesh, like we have covered, Lucknow, Kanpur, Allahabad, Varanasi, Meerut, Muzaffarnagar, Dehradun, Hardoi, Etawah also has 2-3 outlets. So Bihar is doing extremely well with Patna growing almost. I mean, we closed about 7-8 franchise in Patna itself. Outlets are in Chennai going up to Srinagar, which is front facing to Dal Lake, or we have it in Guwahati. So it's a pan-India presence. We could shift to the next slide. So like I mentioned to you, the slice model specifically. See, when initially Domino's or any pizza you used to have, it used to be consumed only the inside part used to be consumed. The outer crust you used to throw it away. But with the pizzas, the round pizzas getting so small, going on down to now 7-inch, a lot of crust is there on the sides. So the consumable part is very less. In a slice, what happens is that the corner is very less, the side part of it. Most of the part of the slice has the cheese, sauce, toppings on it. So much more value for money, because as far as the square inch is concerned, they both are similar. A 7-inch round equals a 9-inch slice. I can tell you this, but this is a customer experience. We keep both the things on the menu, whether it's a 7-inch round or a 9-inch slice. After the customer keeps trying a 7-inch round and 9-inch slice, he finally finds more value in a slice, because the outer crust is very less in a 9-inch slice, and most of it is consumed. It is very easy to carry, and people can walk around with it. And it is also a very international feel of how to have a pizza. So we could go on to the next slide. So key company highlights. Yes, we do have not just above 100 locations, but 160 to 170 locations. We're the winners of Best Pizza Award. Our operation started in 2007. And we're spread across the country, mostly prime areas where the location also inherits the branding cost. See, usually when you open a location, sometimes it could be in one corner, like the way Domino's does, and they only do deliveries out of there. Um, just seeing how much potential of residents or population is, while what we do is we put our locations in very prime areas where the branding or the marketing part is also included in the rent itself. So when a person goes from one location to the other, he sees Chicago Pizza and it's like a signage for us, a marketing signage for us, all the beautiful outlets and the locations we're in. Yeah, next slide, please. So the unique attraction, well, most of the people, they go for a master franchise or, the various modes. What we have done is made this business model very scalable. So starting, I mean, with an investment range, okay, 17, 18 lakhs, but if a person pays us 1 lakh rupee advance, we're able to block a particular location for him, firstly. Now, if he is wanting to cover a particular territory, like 4 or 5 units, he just needs to pay maybe 4 lakh rupees as advance, and 4 locations for particular, uh, it could be like a Pacific Mall Tagore Garden or a Connaught Place or a Defense Colony or a Lajpat Nagar, or maybe like in Patna, Boring Road, Kankar Bagh, or whatever area he feels there is potential is, he just needs to pay 1 lakh rupees to block that location. So we should not initiate by, maybe, of course, in detail, he can understand the Chicago Pizza, but we usually do not discuss the locations before he blocks a particular location with 1 lakh rupee. What that really helps in is that he gets that particular area completely cornered and locked for himself. He still has the option of opening anywhere in Patna, or if he is a Delhi franchise, then anywhere in Delhi. Only that particular location is blocked, that we will not open in that particular location till he finds a suitable site for himself. This at least gives the franchise, a warm-up session, and he feels more comfortable by spending 1 lakh rupee blocking the location. Then we suggest him number of locations in that area which might do well. With Swiggy and Zomato, we have a central partnership. So uh, once that location is finalized, the final choice is his, and then the business, then the payment plan can also proceed. So everything starts with a small payment, and with that 3-4 lakhs, he has actually taken a complete territory. So he pays as he grows, and there could be a payment plan to it. So the deal could be even as much as 70 lakhs in total or 1 crore in total. But taking that amount upfront is very hard. So I mean to say, in 1 crore, maybe he can open like 5 sites. So if he needs to block those 5 sites, he just needs to pay initially 5 lakh rupees to block 5 locations. And if you are able to grab that 5 lakhs, you have done a deal of 1 crore. So better to focus on taking that advance from a franchise. That's why, I mean, though it could be told to you later, but I think it's a very focused approach to conclude a franchise. And that's why I'm spending a little more time on the focus should be on concluding a franchise by just blocking a location and taking 1 lakh rupee advance. And then it's a modular business. So he can open 1 unit, 2 units, 5 units, 7 units, and he pays as he grows from one location to the other. Yeah, maybe next slide. So we've got the top food technologists, chefs and cooks working at our commissary, at our kitchen level. They make sure that all ingredients are sent to a particular location anywhere, whether it's tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 city, to the doorstep of the franchise. All these ingredients are already pre-made, pre-mixes, so that there is very less manual intervention required at the outlet level. So just to give you an example, the pizza base is made of flour, right? Maida. Now that flour already has dough conditioner, gluten, salt, emulsifier, dry yeast, and flavor added in it. It's a dry mix that we sent out. Similarly, for the pizza pasta sauce, we grow our own tomatoes through farmers. We blanch, pulverize it. It's of a specific variety, and make our own pizza pasta sauce, which is 100% pure tomatoes. The paneer, corn, mushroom that we supply has a shelf life of 1 year in room temperature. In room temperature, it has a shelf life of 1 year, including the jalapeno, red paprika, olive. The cheese and the non-veg items are stored in deep freeze, but they also have a shelf life of 1 year. To the extent we have made sure that what should be the perfect cut for a chicken ham, what should be the perfect cut for a chicken sausage or a barbecue chicken, so that the end product, when it's heated in the oven, all ingredients, the non-veg items, the veg items, the cheese, the sauce, the base is perfectly cooked. So we have taken very minute details on what should be the size of each piece of chicken, what should be the cut of each product, so that the end product is absolutely perfectly cooked and balanced and very good to taste. So these food technologists and chefs who are with us at our kitchen, see, the reason is because now if the franchisee keeps a chef, uh, many restaurants do that, and every independent restaurant is then completely dependent on that chef. Similarly, even when it comes to Domino's or Pizza Hut, they have about 20-25 people working in the kitchen, and a lot of people, I mean, even at a salary of 20-25,000 rupees, they keep. So the operational cost firstly increases. Not just the operational cost increases, but you become very dependent on these people, especially if they are chefs. Even if we provide a chef or manpower, his salary will be high. No doubt, if it is a chef or a person that we provide, not just the cost will be high, but he will, after all, be a human being. If he doesn't come for 3-4 days, for whatever reason, your outlet will get shut. And that kind of a risk we cannot take across 160 to 180 outlets. So we have kept the food technologist, chef, and cook with us, who send out all these materials from dough, sauce, cheese, non-veg, veg items, packaging, including housekeeping items, to the doorstep of the franchise. Because we do tons of quantity, it is 10 to 20% cheaper, but also the quality is retained. Now, when it reaches the franchise, all he needs to do, what is the kind of training we do? In that dough mix that I told you, which has all the ingredients in it, we just add a little bit of water. It enters into a dough ball. We teach them how to shape it like a pizza, put our pre-made sauce, cheese, toppings on it, pass it through one side of the oven, it automatically bakes and comes from the other side. So whether the franchise makes it, I make it, or a 8,000 rupee employee makes it, end product will always be the same. And that is why we keep only 3 people at 8,000 rupee of salary, who we teach how to make the pizza, and one person at about 12,000 rupee of salary, who is the cashier come manager of the outlet. So these 4 people are sufficient to prepare the pizza and the complete menu at the outlet level, and the complete range, including the 7-inch, 9-inch, 14-inch, and 18-inch pizzas, the pasta range, the garlic bread, complete stuffed garlic bread with chicken wings, potato wedges, chocolava cake, milkshakes, mocktails. Everything is prepared there because these are very simple kind of recipes. They have been designed in such a way that anyone can make it. The premixes are supplied by us. So in a very minimal time, you are able to deliver the order to the customer within 5 to 6 minutes. Yeah, next slide, please. So our growth plans. See, I've been getting a lot of inquiries internationally from Dubai, UAE, Mauritius, Muscat, Lebanon, etc. Though we've opened in Lebanon, but just to make sure that we do justice to the Indian territory, it is not just I mean, of course, to anyone, it's a passion to go out of India, but we try to give full support to our Indian franchisees. And we feel that, if you're able to first complete the Indian territory first, it's a vast business altogether. So there could be more than 1,500 units of Chicago pizza in India. And there is no point in giving too much of time and effort in an international outlet. Uh, in I would prefer giving the same amount of time and effort to 5 Indian outlets, because of course anything international takes a little time. Though we've grown outside India, but our focus still remains in India to start with. And the passion is to at least go over 1,000 units with your assistance. Yeah, next slide, please. So like I told you, it's a very simple process. All you do is add some water, enters into a dough ball. We teach them how to shape it, put our sauce, cheese, pass it to the oven, and pizza is made. I won't like to go more on this because it's as simple as I told you. So this is all that we do. And we've made the operations as simple for a quality product so that we are not dependent on either the franchise or his chef or staff to deliver quality pizzas. This is how simple it is. These photographs are proof of how we make our pizza so quickly. Yep, next slide, please. This is our packaging. So this is the pizza slice packaging in the middle, which can be carried around. The right side has a pizza box. And yeah, we tried and loaded with a 100% pure mozzarella cheese. We don't mix cheddar or anything into it because mozzarella is the cheese that gives the perfect stretch to a pizza. The toppings are loaded so that a customer gets the full experience. But we are focusing on a complete balance of all the ingredients in a pizza. So unlike many pizza chain where the base is a little, I would say thick, and a customer feels that, okay, it fills his stomach, but all he tasted was the base. What we believe in, that the sauce and the cheese and the toppings are actually more expensive and the products to be actually tasted because they have the real taste to it. So we try to keep the perfect balance between the base, sauce, cheese, and toppings. So every bite you're able to taste all the ingredients, and it is not just to fill your stomach. Next slide, please. So yeah, these are some different promotions. We run sometimes BOGO, sometimes discounts, and the menu remains the same on Swiggy, Zomato, as well as the takeaway menu. They all are the same. However, the BOGO offer, buy one, get one free offer, could range from outlet to outlet. So some outlet could have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday BOGO. Supposing because see, you must understand that we have outlets in the most prime sites where even for 100 square feet, we pay 3 lakhs of rental. And then we have sites in which even for 1,000 square feet, we pay only 50,000 rupees rental. So definitely the menu pricing to the customer should not be the same in all scenarios. However, we need to keep a complete alignment between Zomato, Swiggy, and the takeaway menu, and a complete, overall pricing should be similar to Chicago Pizza. So what we have done is that even if the menu pricing is same in all locations, Zomato, Swiggy, and takeaway, a place where we pay 3 lakh rupees of rental might not offer too aggressive discounts or offers as a place where the rent is 50,000 rupees. So over there, you could have a buy one, get one running just from Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday, as it is, the sales are high. Uh, and it's not necessary. Similarly, like in Max Hospital, where we also have an outlet, we have done just the reverse. Over there, Monday to Friday, the sales are high, but Saturday, Sunday, the sales are low. So we have kept the buy one, get one order, buy one, get one free offer on Saturday and Sunday, not during the weekdays. So the offers keep changing from location to location, and they could be more aggressive if the rents are lower or it's a tier 2, tier 3 city, so that it is competitive as it is, because we're buying tons of quantity of ingredients. The ingredient price is bare minimum because we operate out of just 100 square feet as far as the kitchen is concerned. Additional space is just utilized for sitting, standing space. So rents are for us bare minimum. Salaries, like I told you, we operate with 8,000 staff, it can't go even less. So the kind of offers we can give could be most competitive in a certain region, and still we would make very good money. Unlike Domino's, Pizza Hut, where the operational cost is too high, they keep 20, 25 people. Of course, the back end also expenses or the back office expenses are too high. So they sooner or later will be unable to compete with us if given the right franchise for us, who is able to potentialize the market. Yeah, next slide, please. So, yeah, system checks. We have given a lot of attention, and this is not the attention only that we have learned from our company-owned outlets, that these system checks have been designed. But you can well understand if we speak to about 160 franchise and ask them each and every day that what are the audit systems and how we can better them, what are the quality controls and how we can better them. So 160 people running franchise and listening to their understanding, their mindset, and having a common quality control audit system has made Chicago Pizza operations and checks extremely strong. Just to give you an example, when the cashier just punches a capsicum, onion, olive, chicken tikka pizza, right? Automatically, the computer system, which has got all the, I mean, when we send out the stocks to start with, the billing software adds the stock like 200 kilos of cheese, 100 kilos of ham, 50 kilos of capsicum, onion. That stock gets added onto the billing software. Now, when the cashier is just punching a capsicum, onion, olive, chicken tikka, chicken ham pizza, automatically we have put all the recipes of Chicago Pizza in the billing software. So 20 grams, 25 grams, 15 grams of different like cheese, sauce, ham, barbecue chicken gets reduced in the same ratio as the recipe. Computer automatically tells you you're left with 25 kilos of cheese, 10 kilos of ham, 15 kilos of capsicum. You check, yes, I'm left with this much. That means there is a complete variance control and every little ingredient is accounted for. Now, whatever ingredients has got reduced, they click on those ingredients, automatically the order comes onto our kitchen. When the kitchen sees these order, they send out the pro forma invoice, take the payment and dispatch the material. the material reaches the franchise within 3 days because this is all transported through railway or truck, rail or truck because of the room temperature shelf life. We are able to do that. If supposing I would have told you that the ingredients needed a shelf life, but they had to be stored in deep freeze, like the veg toppings or the sauce or the dough that I tell you, then the cold van would have been utilized to transport and it would have increased the freight costs. So there is a lot we have done to make sure that not just the freight is less, but once it reaches the outlet level, every ingredient from the outlet level to the kitchen level is completely tracked and the variance control is there. We know what stock is lying at the kitchen level, at the outlet level. Also, in our billing system, usually what happens is when a person is clicking an order, that is only for the takeaway orders. When the order comes from Swiggy, you have to open the Swiggy dashboard. When the order comes from Zomato, you have to open the Zomato dashboard. Then Paytm, you have to open Paytm. Book My Show, you have to open another software. What we have done through technology is done a API integration into the same billing software for all these platforms. That means you don't have to open independent dashboard to accept orders. Everything will be reflected in the same billing platform that we use. These are the kind of customizations we have done to the extent, I don't know if you appreciate that or not, but at least to my understanding, what I have done, that every outlet has a signboard on it which says, if bill not provided, call CEO. And my personal mobile number is mentioned out there. Personal mobile number. You can well imagine, and you go to any of our outlet, you go to Delhi outlet, so you can imagine 160 outlets have my personal mobile number, not for franchise, not for anything else. Just if bill not provided, call CEO, and my personal mobile number is in every site. And I have made sure that when my team goes at any outlet, whether it be franchise, whether it be our company owned outlets, I just want to see that, that sticker. It is also not something like a standee that you can remove it, because, you can keep a standee and when you have to do anything, you can remove it. I have made sure it is stuck. It is like with screws, and it is in front of the customer always when he is doing the billing. The reason I have done this is that, see, I've given the franchise originally. So I will sleep good if I make sure that his money is safe. I should not think twice that any kind of audit problem, though we've got a lot of variance, quality controls, audit checks, but the end of it is that if the bill is cut, if the bill is produced to the customer, the bill cannot be deleted, it cannot be edited, it cannot be cancelled. So if the bill is cut for the customer, we have made sure that that money has come to the franchisee's bank account. It was very easy for me to designate my manager, somebody else, or the franchisee owner's number, that, okay, if the bill is not provided, just call him, right? But just to make sure that I am not dependent on anybody else, and anybody else could also be a part of this, scam or whatever, fraud, or, if the bills are not getting cut. I have not believed on anyone. I have kept my mobile number, and believe me, I don't receive a single call. Why is that? Okay, sometimes I receive, but then when I put it in our group that why the bill was not provided, they actually, and I mean, there's a procedure to it. So I get a call at supposing 11:45. I ask the customer what was the name of the product, what was the price. So he says 542, and I ordered a pizza meal with these ingredients and a chocolava cake with a with a Coke. So I put it in the group, and now that bill that is sent out to me should be before 11:45, before that customer had called me. If it is not, he will get his pizza free. But that report on why this was not done goes directly through me. All I'm saying is that, see, if business is happening, I make sure that franchisee gets a good sleep and I get a good sleep and money is safe. Next slide, please. Yeah, health and safety precautions ingredients are sourced from the top suppliers. They are the biggest exporters of meat products or this jalapeno, red paprika, olive, not just in India, but around the world. They export. And so they are governed by the international standards for health and safety. And all our products are halal. So even a certificate to that effect is put at the outlet level. Yeah, next slide, please. So there are two particular models to our business. We have made sure that unlike any other pizza chain around the world, our operations can get set in just 100 square feet carpet area. 100 square feet carpet area means a lot because it's like 10 feet by 10 feet. Even, you would see these panwalas having bigger space. You would see ice cream parlors having a complete building of 2, 3 floors. We respect rent. We feel rent is usually the make or break of a business. We respect every square inch of area which is utilized. And that is why our sales or profitability per square inch of area is the maximum. So even in a place like Select City Walk, even though for 100 square feet, we might be paying 3 lakh rupees of rental, but in the whole mall, our sale or profitability per square inch of area taken will be maximum because every inch is utilized. We have seen Pizza Hut was right opposite us at that point of time. I'm talking about 7, 8 years back. Their managers used to keep coming at our outlet level and seeing that, see, we have about 1,500 square feet. We've got 20 people working. These people are right opposite us in 100 square feet. And the amount of business they do is bigger than us. So how is it possible and how we can reduce it? Well, it's a business model. It's a business model that the way we started, we have made sure that the operational expenses is bare minimum. We don't waste money on operations. And for that, a complete strategy or business plan was made in such a way originally, which we have scaled up across outlets. So 100 square feet for the kitchen. When it comes to malls or food courts, then we don't take above that 100 square feet. But when it comes to high street or market areas, sometimes it is sunny, sometimes it is raining. So always additional space is taken to accommodate the sitting and the dining experience. Any space that is above 100 square feet, that will be utilized by putting chairs and tables to create a dine-in. Outside Delhi NCR, it is not more of a mall or a food court culture. So all our Uttar Pradesh outlets or Gujarat outlets or Patna outlets, all are between 600 square feet going up to about 1,200 square feet. But it is not that, I'm utilizing 400 square feet only for the kitchen. The extra space is being utilized for the customer to give them the sitting advantage. So the models can be set from 100 square feet going up to about 1,200 square feet. 100 square feet is for malls and food courts. 350 square feet to about 600 square feet, you can open a casual dine-in, even 1,200 square feet for that matter. But above 700 square feet, the franchise also gets the option of adding a alcohol license to his outlet so that he can do a beer and wine lounge of a Chicago Pizza. We'll discuss more on it later. Next slide, please. So this is our beer and wine lounge that I was telling you about. That on the right you see is our Monster logo. And the sites are beautifully made in 3D by our interior designer Akshat, whose cost is always borne by us. So the 2D, such 3Ds, like if you see that person standing in the backside, he's not a real guy. So even if this photo looks very real, frankly, it is a 3D photo that is given to the franchise in different angles of the outlet so that he knows exactly how his outlet is going to be made, and this is discussed, and he can say that, okay, I want that logo below the counter, or I don't want this kind of a sitting, why don't you put me some kind of a sofa sitting? So every 3D is fully customized to the franchise requirements, and the cost of which is borne by us, so that the branding guidelines of Chicago Pizza are always in place. Even if Chicago Pizza logo is not there, a person can go inside and he can say, yes, this is Chicago Pizza. Next slide, please. So like I told you, different formats. This is a Mall of India outlet. You can see even middle of the mall. I mean, people talk about how the exhaust will happen, how will we get the plumbing, how will the water come in, how will the water go out. It's a food outlet. You can see on the left and the right, there are actually showrooms of big names like Zara, H&M, all the leading international brands. And we have set up a pizza counter, just like you would see a coffee counter in the middle of the lobby. And all facilities are provided, and complete range of our menu is offered from just a atrium space right in the middle of the mall. So this space was also created. This space was not there. The left and the right showrooms were there. This was a place where we just said we need 100 square feet, just give us anywhere where the footfall is high in the mall. And they just cut out 100 square feet and they provided us. So we provide this layout plan that you see on the left, how the equipments will get set. These are more detailed drawings of 7-8 pages that we provide. This is just a sample. Yeah, next slide, please. So similarly, the layout plan on the left and the 3D on the right. And then there are working drawings of 6-7 pages of how this work will be executed. The plumbing, tiling, ceiling, branding, all specifications are pinpointed in a blueprint, so that once the franchise has it, he can show it to 3-4 contractors of his choice, and whoever gives him the cheapest quotation, he can get the work done directly. So it's a very transparent business, and he's able to save money because the drawings are provided to him free of cost, and it is done to give him the power of negotiating with any 3-4 contractors. One or two contractors we can also refer to him, but whoever gives him the cheapest quotation, he can get the work done directly. Later on, it will not also be a case that, okay, he did it cheap, but when did you say, sir, that this branding has to come here, or this thing was also mentioned about plumbing, etc. Everything is mentioned in the 7-8 pages drawings. So not just it is cheap, but even the work is up to the satisfaction and as per the specifications provided. So no franchise can be cheated. Yeah, next slide, please. So these are some facilities. We can just work around just about anything. Idea is about getting the right space, prime space. You can see that water supply, we have kept it optional, drainage optional, gas line optional. exhaust line optional. Just electricity is no doubt required. So electricity, if there is a problem with electricity, we can go on to a gas oven. So our conveyor oven, which is 21-inch conveyor belt. So it's a similar oven to Domino's and Pizza Hut. That is the, I would say, the heart of our business. And it is assembled by us. We import the impinger technology, which is basically that hot gushing air is blown into the pizza and pizza cooks from inside. Now, Domino's and Pizza Hut buy a similar oven from Lincoln and by Middleby Marshall. Domino's and Pizza Hut both buy the similar kind of conveyor oven from Lincoln and Middleby Marshall. These are US brand names, but their conveyor belt oven is 16-inch because the biggest size of pizzas they make is 14-inch, while ours, and it also has an impinger technology. Impinger technology, like I told you, is hot air blown into the pizza so that pizza cooks from inside and very quickly. Now we have the same oven, but 21-inch. So what we do is we import the impinger technology, the same technology of gushing air into the pizza, and we assemble it 21-inch. So we save on duties and taxes. The oven that Domino's and Pizza Hut use also costs 8 lakh rupees for 16-inch. And that is why it would have actually exceeded if we were to get it at 21-inch. But because we save duties and taxes, it is made available to the franchise at 8 lakh rupees. And I'll tell you the breakup of the investment further, but the same oven now is able to customize itself on an electric load or on gas. It can function. So we will always ask the franchise whether he wants an electric oven or a gas oven, depending on the location. Yeah, next slide, please. So yeah, Chicago Pizza has its own commissary. We've got our outlets. There is a retail segment that is coming up because, like I told you, we are manufacturing a lot of items like pizza pasta sauce, dough mix, but all other items are being bought from, the largest exporters out of India and in tons of quantity. Like we buy about 15 tons of cheese every month. The sauce is produced similarly about 10 tons a month. So, the with this mass scale, we have also got the best pricing in hand. And now there are Chicago Pizza small retail containers that we can have like jalapeno, red paprika, olive, mozzarella cheese, maybe chili flakes, oregano, and they can be sold in the like Modern Bazaar, all these all these stores, grocery stores, etc., which can be bought by customers, by retailers directly. And then we've got company-owned outlets, we've got unit franchisees, and then master franchisee, I would say we consider as a multi-unit franchisee. That means to cover a complete region, he just pays us maybe some kind of advance and he blocks a bigger territory rather than a smaller territory. With 1 lakh rupee advance, you're able to block one particular location. But with maybe 1 lakh accounting to totaling up to 10 lakh rupees as just advance payment, you're able to even maybe block a bigger territory as long as the other payment schedule is also prefixed, that how we will open the outlets, how much time it will take, and the payment schedule is made in place for opening the rest of the outlets. So that is called a multi-unit franchisee. Yeah, next slide, please. So this is a catering model. Every franchise who opens a shop or an outlet gets the additional advantage of also being a distributor of our retail products. Like I told you, that means he can retail our sauce, our jalapeno, red paprika, olive, mozzarella cheese spread, and a whole lot of ingredients in uh, this, different places who sell these items to households. And not just that, but he can also avail the facility of opening a small kiosk in school, college, corporate, university, cinema hall, hospital, metro station, in which you don't need the same setup, but you just send out the base, sauce, cheese, and topping. And there is small OTG, like you see out there, just below the umbrella. It is about 15 to 17,000 rupee, this kind of a OTG. It is used at home also. So on the base, you just put some sauce, cheese topping, and you just put it in the OTG, and you can give a very hot and customized product to the customer. Now, original base was made in that conveyor oven at the outlet level. So that conveyor belt oven is utilized to make the initial base first, without the sauce cheese topping. Once that base is made, we keep it at the outlet level of different sizes. Whenever the order comes, we again put sauce cheese topping, either pass it through the same conveyor belt oven at the outlet level. So the second time, it's not just the base gets fully cooked, but even the sauce cheese topping, which are being cooked for the first time, they get cooked, and now the complete pizza is fully ready. So I'll repeat to you what I mentioned, that initially what we do is we we put the water in the dough. It enters into a dough ball. We shape it. We pass it once through the conveyor belt oven. Now the base is made, and this takes just about 3.5 minutes, right? Otherwise, the total cooking time would have taken 7 minutes. So so this is a very I would say a very smart thing or an intelligent way of working around to lower your complete process time. That once the base is made in 3.5 minutes, the second time, now we put the sauce, cheese, and toppings when the customer order comes, and we pass it through the same conveyor belt oven, which is working in the same time, temperature, and speed. And now the second time, all the ingredients get fully cooked. So you can well imagine that how intricate is that, you need the dough makes exactly the same recipe, the sauce, the cheese, and the non-veg toppings of a same recipe, so that the end product, when it comes out, all the ingredients are fully baked and it's a perfect pizza. Now, because the second time was only 3.5 minutes, we're able to make the pizzas extremely quick. While other people will take 7, 8, 10 minutes to give the pizza, in our model, we are able to deliver the pizza in 5 minutes. This not just helps in creating a very good takeaway advantage at the outlet level, but also because our pizzas are very quickly made, we get much more time to deliver to the customer. So Swiggy and Zomato, who would be doing 3 kilometer radius for any other brand, they do about 6 kilometer radius for Chicago Pizza. Why? Because the pizza is getting made quickly. So now they have more time. So if it was another brand, 3 into 3, because 3 kilometer left, right, straight, and back would have done 9 square kilometer. If you do 6 kilometer radius, 6 into 6 is 36 square kilometer. You would have to open 2-3 outlets to deliver in that complete range, in that complete territory. Just because the pizza gets made quickly, you don't need to open 2-3 outlets. Your one outlet is sufficient. So it's such a big trick, to make the pizzas quickly. And for that, the oven is so necessary. The one that we make, the ingredients that we supply need to be the same. So that is why it is very necessary to procure everything from us. The oven is the heart, like I told you, to get the maximum potential from for a region. This photo that you see is a catering model. Now, even birthday parties or exhibition events, you can just take this OTG and put that base, sauce, cheese topping, just put on it and put it in this. So the second heat need not happen in the conveyor belt oven. It can happen on this OTG itself, and you can give it to the customer. Product comes beautiful because originally the base was made in the conveyor belt. Yeah, next slide, please. So yeah, so now over here you see the on the right side those retail products that I was telling you about. This is the mozzarella cheese, that's the pizza pasta sauce. Above that you see the jalapeno, red paprika, olive, the chili flake, oregano, Italian seasoning. On the left side, you would see this is another very fascinating product by us. It is do-it-yourself pizza kit, and any franchise can avail this facility. All he needs to do is procure these simple packaging boxes from us. What this is not a delivery pizza. What this is that it we put in just the pizza bases, like 3 pizza bases or 5 pizza bases in it. We put the sauce, cheese, and 10 toppings to the option of the customer. So any 10 toppings that he requires, and everything is packed along with condiments like oregano, chili flake, napkin into this box. And customers can say that, okay, deliver this box to me of 5 pizza home kit tomorrow, 12 o'clock. So we will deliver it to him at his particular location. Whenever he wants to make a pizza, on the base, he just puts our sauce, cheese, and toppings. And in his home oven, he just puts it one side once. And within 5-7 minutes, the pizza is perfectly baked and he can consume it back home. The rest of the 3 bases he can utilize at night. He can make it with his daughter, with his son, with his wife, or with his friends when they're over. And this is the freshest pizza you can ever get, because even if you were to deliver a pizza, that would come, okay, not extremely piping hot, not extremely fresh, maybe half an hour later or 40 minutes later. But with this, it is at your convenience, at your home, at whatever time you want, 24/7, because all ingredients are lying off Chicago pizza in your fridge. So this is the next level of experience for our customers who would want to have Chicago pizza back home. And all our franchisees can avail this facility because they have the base, they have the toppings, they have the sauce, cheese, etc. All they have to do is procure these boxes from us. And we have our technology also for self-delivery. We will add them onto our website, and through the marketing in their pin code or their region, we are able to generate orders for the pizza home kit that will add to the revenues of the franchise and add to the sales. So a 3 pizza home kit maybe costs 699, and a 5 pizza home kit costs about 1100 rupees. So it's about 220 rupees a pizza that a person can make back home. Yeah, 699 and 999. Yeah, next slide, please. So media and press, yeah, I won't like to say much on it, but yeah, all medias and press do cover us. And on the right side, if you see, these are, I mean, you might not be from everyone, might not be from Delhi, but La Piazza is a place in Hyatt where a pizza costs 2,000 rupees or 1,500 rupees. Similarly, Amici or Tonino are very fine dine restaurants where pizzas cost maybe 1,500 rupees each at these restaurants. While Chicago Pizza, whose product range starts at 100 rupees, they have been mentioned in the same article. So though it looks very simple, but we are always considered as a premium pizza player for our experience and our kind of products. We put a basil leaf a basil leaf on each of our product, whether it's a pasta, it's a pizza, or even a dip. Basil leaf is always put on it to get that experience. So we don't try and save cost on our pizzas. We try and deliver experience. We deliver rich quality, and a customer should be satisfied with not just the quality of it that we have done long back, but also the look of it. So that is why everything is handcrafted to perfection. Yeah. So these are a lot of tie-ups we have done with not just Zomato and Swiggy, just that MobiQuest, Magic Pen, Dine Out, Nearby, MyDala, Book My Show, Vouchergram, Fshare, LimeTray, Sodexo, Eden Red, Advantage Point, Illusions India. And these are for various activities, for corporate selling, for vouchers, for coupons, all banks, all these wallet companies like Paytm, PhonePe, Amazon Pay, Citibank, HDFC, all these people give some kind of offers to their customers. And through a vast tie-up, we are able to reach a vast customer audience who would come and claim those offers at the outlet level. And our pricing has been made 20% higher on the menu so that even after giving these discounts, we realize the actual price of the pizza. So it is not a 20% discount on the actual price. Actual price have been increased by 20% to accommodate the Swiggy and Zomato commission of 20% and the 20% discounts or offers that any outlet can anytime provide. And then he will be able to realize his actual price. He can go even aggressive by a 50% discount, and you will still earn a good amount of money. Depending, of course, the rents are low. So yeah, this is Best Pizza Award. And you can see even back in the days, we got that. Yeah, next slide, please. So this is our monster kitchen. I get very fascinated looking at these monsters. These have been made by us. So you can see the pig, and they all have a very, exciting name like Masakali and, the pig po. So everyone has a very exciting name to it. This is the onion. That is the pig. Back you see the chicken. He's carrying a gun. The right side, you'll see that mushroom and the chili. So these are exciting characters. I thought of actually also having in this, Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, these children TV web series, having a cartoon of Chicago Pizza playing of maybe 10 seconds or 15 seconds, because we want to we are very passionate about reaching to children. So later on, we'll also have these small stuffed toys with these characters. Right now, we're giving mobile stands on every customer who buys a meal deal, because on that mobile stand, we're able to put the QR code of our delivery website, so that when he's using it as a mobile stand back home, anytime he wants to order, he just scans the QR code from the mobile stand itself, and he goes onto our website and delivers the product. So though, of course, these stuffed toys are very exciting, but the requirement today is having a mobile stand in every house, because everybody uses a mobile stand, and there is a QR code with Chicago Pizza best offers mentioned there. So once we are through with those mobile stand reaching every household, and how they get that is by whenever they order a meal deal, we'll give them a free gift of that mobile stand. So this will at least have our name in every household, and they can easily go onto our website and order. But after we're through with that, we will go for the experience of giving stuffed toys to the children and having some web series or TV series of cartoons with our Chicago Pizza monsters. So that is a future plan, and we'll do it in some time. So yeah, it was a pleasure going through this presentation with all of you. And I'm always there for any kind of clarifications, queries that you would require. Archana, also, I'll be pleased if you can let them know about how the investment works out. We'll play another screen in which I'll just go through very quickly now the different models and the breakup of the investment. So if you could expand this screen with your fingers itself.
Shall just allow me 1 minute. Or you want me to open the Excel? I have Excel also.
That screen is also fine.
Sure.
So these are just a typical model I wanted to share. Archana was saying it's a little, the page is not looking nice, but I said it's more informative. So please play that page for me because it's very easily understood, the complete model in that page. Yeah, so this. Everyone can just use their fingers to expand this if it's not quite visible, but I'll go through it. It tells the takeaway, sit down, and the bar lounge. Simply, the takeaway is 100 to 200 square feet. Now, how does the investment account come to 15 lakhs, like it says, and 5 lakh franchise fee? So I'll tell you the breakup cost of the 15 lakh investment is that 8 lakh rupees is for the oven, right? That 21-inch conveyor belt oven with impincher technology. 3.5 lakhs is for the computer, AC, freezer, make line, camera, dough mixer. Whether he buys from us or he buys it locally, we don't have a problem. We will only tick mark those items. And 50,000 rupees is for the 100 small items that we buy from the wholesale market, Sadar Bazaar, frankly. Knife, spatula, all kind of tools. So 8 lakh oven plus 3.5 lakhs of computer, AC, freezer, make line, camera, dough mixer that he can buy from us or anywhere. Oven must be bought from us. Totals up to 11.5 lakhs, right? 8 lakhs oven, 3.5 lakhs of third-party equipment. Plus 50,000 of small tools from Sadar Bazaar, like knife, spatula and all. So totals up to 12 lakhs. 12 lakhs is the cost of equipments, kitchen equipments, no matter which outlet you open. It's a small outlet, it's a sit-down outlet, it's a beer and wine lounge outlet. 12 lakhs is the cost of all equipments put together, and this is the breakup of it. Now, if it is a takeaway outlet, we will prepare the 2D, 3D, and working drawings for that particular outlet. Even for sit down and bar lounge, we will make it. However, for a small outlet, his own contractor, when he shows these drawings to maybe 3-4 contractors, they might charge maybe 3 lakh rupees for a small outlet. So 12 lakhs plus 3 lakhs equals to 15 lakhs. That is why the investment is 15 lakhs plus the 5 lakh franchise fee in the takeaway model. Sit down, the only difference will be that the outlet will be big. So 12 lakh equipments will be common for the 100 square feet kitchen that we open. 12, right? Now, for a bigger outlet, maybe the contractor charges 5 lakh rupees maximum. He can charge you 4 lakh or 5 lakh rupees. But even if he charges you 5 lakh rupees, so 12 lakh for the equipment plus 5 lakh that he pays to his own contractor to do the work of civil and branding like plumbing, electric, tiling, sealing, branding, signage, menu, etc. 12 plus 5, 17 will be his total investment plus 5 lakh franchisee fee. When it comes to a bar lounge, equipment again will be exactly the same. Maybe he puts in maybe 1 or 2 fridge more to store some beer, etc. So, but more or less, it will not be 12 lakhs equipment, it will become 13 lakhs of equipment, right? But more or less, it's same. Now, for the civil and branding, he might pay another 7 lakh rupees to do his outlet. So 7 lakhs plus 12 lakhs is 19 lakhs, maybe 20 lakhs. Additionally, he will only have to procure a alcohol license. Even if it costs 15 lakhs for the alcohol license, the total cost will be 35 lakhs. So total investment will be 35 lakhs plus 5 lakh franchisee fee. So you're able to open a beer lounge also. We will assist the franchisees to come in touch with the consultant. There are about 6 licenses like MCD, police, health, excise, and Department of Tourism. And these licenses can be availed after your outlet really opens as a Chicago pizza restaurant. You cannot get these alcohol licenses before. You'll have to operate as a Chicago pizza outlet first. And then these 6 licenses are initiated by a consultant. These consultants coordinates or contact numbers we will provide who will get the additional license. So simply putting, it is basically a sit down outlet which is above 700 square feet. It should have 30 sitting. I'm talking about for the bar lounge. It should have at least 30 sitting. So to accommodate 30 sitting, it should be above 700 square feet, because in that we are able to put a 15 square feet girl restroom, 15 square feet boy restroom, one cupboard to store the alcohol, because these are all the norms or the requirements to get the license. So initially itself, our interior designer will plan the outlet in such a way that to get the license, you don't have to break or amend anything later on. We know what the requirements are. The location should also be 200 meters away from school, college, university, or 200 meters away from mandir, masjid, gurdwara. So we will, of course, short select the space, keeping in these things in account. And now, like I told you, the investment you must have seen in all the cases comes like the takeaway and the sit down. The investment comes between 15 lakhs, between 20 lakhs to 22 lakhs, including our franchise fee for the takeaway and the sit down. So how now the ROI works, return on investment. This is a very easy investment. Now how the return on investment works, that many outlets do about 15, 17 lakhs of sale, especially like Patna. If somebody was to visit, the Boring Road outlet opened, he did 15 lakhs. He was making 5 lakh rupees a month. Then he opened Kankad Bagh. He did again 15 to 17 lakhs of sale. He started earning another 5 lakhs. Now he opened in Raja Bazaar. Now Bihar people just, their eyes opened that what is this? The same person is, opening one or the other outlet, and this is always full of crowd. So we got, we finalized 7 advances we got, and 7 outlets we finalized just last 2 months. We have finalized about 22 franchisees in the last 2 months. And this is pan India. I mean, from Srinagar to various places, especially UP and Bihar has been doing very well for us. Gujarat, we have covered the Surat, Bhuj, Kutch, Rajkot, Ahmedabad outlets where beautiful 1,200 square feet of outlets are coming up. We're appointing bloggers and influencers to promote those outlets. So all in all, I'm saying that the outlet, if it's a hit, then it can even, it's doing about 15 to 17 lakhs. Normal sales are about 7, 8 lakhs for the outlet, 7, 8 lakhs, which includes Swiggy and Zomato. But to give you a example for ROI, I will not give you the best examples. I would like to throw light on a worst case scenario. How this functions is that, see, you will do at least, because Swiggy and Zomato are actually competing with Domino's. Domino's has their own delivery system. So they try to take away that business from Domino's, and they have a central tie up with us. Their central team is assisting us to get the maximum delivery potential from a certain region. Because you must understand that 100% market share initially was with Domino's. But since the time Swiggy and Zomato have come, delivery is a very big business for them. So the only way they could grab that is take that business away from Domino's. If they have taken that away, they must give it to someone. Now they cannot give it to outlets who have 2, 3 locations in every city. They must give to a chain who has pan-India presence. So they have tied up with us on a central level, and the central team is with us, and we get delivery orders from them. 3 lakhs is a common sale, maybe 1.5 lakh from Zomato, 1.5 lakh from Swiggy. Total is 3 lakhs. It can shoot up to 7, 8 lakhs, no doubt, the delivery business itself. But I'm giving you a pessimistic example, a bad example. So 3 lakhs from the delivery. Now, if you're paying the rental for any place, it is not only for getting the Swiggy and Zomato orders. At least the out will do on its own merit, maybe 2, 3 lakhs of sale, if not more. That is why you're paying rental, right? And we will short select the space also like that. Swiggy and Zomato also guide us that you open here and we'll be able to give you good delivery. That is why we finalize the space together with the franchise, but we cannot divulge these locations before receiving the 1 lakh rupee advance. That is why we always concentrate that, okay, you pay the 1 lakh rupee advance and then we will suggest you locations. You can finally open in the area you have blocked, or you can open anywhere in that city. We don't have a problem. At least look at the locations from our eye. Maybe you get a better rental, better sale, because we have maximum experience on choosing the location. So now coming back to 3 lakhs of delivery, just 2, 3 lakhs of takeaway, dine in. We got our self delivery from our website. There is catering model, so many other models. Just 2, 3 lakhs you get the sale. Total comes to 5, 6 lakhs. Even if we see 5 lakhs, not even 6 lakhs, 35% of this goes into ingredients and royalty. About 28 to 30% is the ingredient cost, which is on actuals. 9% used to be the royalty earlier for all outlets. Post Corona, we have brought it down to 6%. We did not care about the agreements with our franchise. All agreements, 100 plus agreements, they were done at 9%. But when the hour of need came, we reduced it to 6% and pan India, not on a negotiable basis that, okay, iska nahi chal raha hai, iska 6% kar dete hain, uska 7% kar dete hain. We came to 6% without thinking that the agreements have been signed at 9%. So 28 to 30% ingredient cost, 6% royalty, total comes to 35%. 15% goes into electricity and salaries. 20% goes into rental in metropolitan cities. But in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, the rental usually accounts for 10% of the sale. That means on a sale of 5, 6 lakhs, you would be paying maybe 50,000 or 60,000 rupees in tier 2 or tier 3 cities. In tier 1 cities like Bombay, Bangalore, or bigger areas, you might be paying 20% as rental. That means to achieve a sale of even 5, 6 lakhs, you might be paying 1.2 lakhs. So I have taken into account the maximum rent, however, the minimum sale. Even after paying 20% rental, still 30% net profit comes. 30% net profit of the sale of 6 lakhs is 1.8 lakhs. 1.8 lakhs, if you multiply by 10 to 12, it is 18 to 22 lakhs. 18 to 22 lakhs. If the sale is 5 lakh rupees, 30% of that is 1.5 lakhs. 1.5 lakhs into 10 months or 12 months is 15 to 18 lakhs. So you recover your investment within a year and your equipments also become free. And that is why the second year onwards, when you make more money, you plan a second or a third outlet with us. All our franchise have done this. And that is why each franchise today has 3, 4 units to himself. And we have been able to grow to 160 plus. So I think this was the whole investment scenario. Best would be, I don't know if you've been sent the menu, the profile, the investment, all files to you. These usually I share with investors through WhatsApp. And then if the investor shows interest or he sends us his email ID, we send by email the breakup of the investment and the complete calculation on return on investment. But eventual goal after this WhatsApp and email is to take the 1 lakh rupee advance and block a location, which is the main focus. जैसे वो एक था ना, I'm forgetting, who had to pinpoint a bow and arrow and hit the eye. Arjun, it was, I think. Yeah. So the I is that 1 lakh rupee advance. It is not selling a Chicago Pizza franchise. It is if he's convinced on Chicago Pizza, he should show seriousness by even putting 1 lakh rupee advance. That initiates the case, that concludes the case, and that gets the ball rolling to even him opening 3-4 outlets later. So that 1 lakh rupee is very important. Please focus only on that.
Thank you so much, Vishalji. I would say that the entire business model was very well explained, in-depth understanding on the supply chain operating structure. And also our association with Chicago Pizza, goes back more than a decade. And we at Franchise India are very proud of this association, Vishalji.
Well, I
And
really
Chicago Pizza has been, yeah. And they have been one of the earlier homegrown brand pioneer in takeaway format, and today it is a brand which is well known in the length and breadth of the country. And so much of detailing they have put in their SOPs and innovating in their offering with the DIY kits at home, which I don't see many other players, even the most mature companies doing that. And the company has successful outlets operating across diversified geographies. They're not just a Delhi-based brand, but they have their outlets operating in diverse geographies, and they have experience of running in these markets. And most important aspect, and which I feel is also testimony to the commitment of the brand, is most of their partners, and I would say maybe 99% of their partners are multi-unit franchise partners who are operating more than 3 outlets in a city. And multi-unit partners can open at strategic locations, which is including any upcoming locations from a corporate hub to malls to high street. Second thing is also, which is very important to note, is the supply chain, which the company has standardized, and they have brought in consistency of their product, taste, packaging, including the shelf life of the product, which is as big as 1 year. And this in turn leads to a lot of economies of scale for a prospective partner, because they have assembly line operations. There's no dependency on specialized chefs. They are trained and execution is very simple because of assembly line operations, and which also makes very convenient for a partner to run multi-unit operations, as it is not complex. It is a idiot-proof model.
Yes.
Fourth, they have very lean staff structure, which further reduces your operating cost, and which is about 8,000. You don't need staff, which is 10, 15, 20,000 kind of a structure. They have a lean staff, which comes at a cost of 8,000 per member, and about 3 members that you need in the outlet. And also I would talk about the technology support, and Vishalji has talked at length on the tech support. They're able to optimize their processes. They're able to optimize their ordering. They're also able to optimize the staff scheduling, which is based on the consumer behavior. And equally, they're able to control a lot of leakage, which is a very big issue in the F&B industry. Including the API integration. So I think model friends, we've all understood, and I request all of you, you have been with us for the last 1.5 hours, and I understand that, the entire business has been explained very, very thoroughly. Vishalji, I'll only request, and friends, if you have any questions while, the way it was explained, I don't think we have many questions to be asked because it was very, very in-depth. But friends, if you still have any questions with respect to the city that you want to open or any other details, you can put in the Q&A box and we'll come back to you. And I also see, and while Vishalji was presenting the entire business model, there were some questions which are posted with respect to the city. Our teams at Franchise India will come back to all of you. And we also have a discovery day that we are planning in the coming week, where our teams at Franchise India will get in touch with all the investors who have come to the show and align 101 calls or meetings with Vishalji in this week. So I'll take quickly some questions. Vishalji, and first question which I want to take, and because that was not covered in the presentation, because we're already running more than 100 odd outlets across India. What is the kind of radius or a territory which is given to a prospective partner? Is it are we giving some protection of a certain number of kilometers to a prospective partner? And
So-
is there a minimum requirement for a multi-unit partner? That how many units does he need to take to become a
So
multi-unit partner?
depends on the city and the kind of potential. We usually ask how many subways or how many Domino's are there. And it does not depend on the maximum potential of a city that we sign up a multi-unit franchise. We look at the minimum number of outlets that are required in a particular area to facilitate the area and not to compete the area. So if supposing, for example, a place like Patna could accommodate maybe 30 outlets, but we feel that 10 outlets are a minimum threshold unit to facilitate the region. We will only discuss on the 10 units and we will be able to cover the complete territory as long as he's able to open those 10 outlets within a span of 10 years in a pre-designated payment schedule structure and launches of two outlets happening almost every year. He can open 5 outlets in the same year, but at least we want the ball rolling, and it's not that he's taken the franchise and the units are blocked.
And I'll take on the cities also. Do you want to also
So as
mention
far
which are
as
the
the radius is concerned, we usually don't have that as a part of the agreement at all, because sometimes we are in Select City Walk, but the next door is DLF Saket, which is a prime space itself. A person who's in DLF Saket will not walk to Select City Walk and take our pizza. We are not primarily a delivery player. Our main business is being that we are one of the largest takeaway chain of pizzas. So takeaway happens very on an impulse. If he's in one particular mall, he will not go to the other mall specifically. Similarly, there's Ambience Mall, Gurgaon. Right next door is DLF Promenade. But when it comes to High Street, and if a person is very concerned on, radius, we will not let it be a deal breaker. We will give him 3 kilometer radius as an exclusivity to honor the case and to conclude it. So
and on the markets, would you want to advise which are the important markets or the priority markets for you to look at?
Well, right now, all markets are important. We have not congested any region other than, I would say, Patna. Delhi also has scope. So currently, we can work on all markets. There's enough potential and opportunity. And we can discuss this maybe once we reach 1,000 units.
Well, and when we talk about multi-unit, would a prospective partner get some kind of discount on the fees if he's blocking, say, more than certain number of locations? Is that something which we
Yes.
offer to our partners?
Yes. Yes. So, like I told you, 5 lakh rupee is the franchisee fee for each unit. And depending on the deal, we're able to give the discount. The discount can come not just in the number of units. So, of course, if he says that I am willing to open 5 units, 10 units, the discount on franchise fee can happen. But more so, even if he says that I'm willing to pay the advance in 3 days, and that is also a commitment, we're able to reduce the franchise fee even on that kind of assurance or promise. So the franchise fee is actually a tool to conclude the business by giving him a discount, or utilize it to offer more units and give him a very good discount. So supposing, I'll just give you an example, that supposing 5 lakh is the franchise fee per unit, but if he's booking 3 outlets, we can say that you only pay the franchise fee for 1 unit, and other 2 units it will be a 0 franchise fee.
Okay.
Or you can say that, okay, 5 lakh rupee is the franchise fee. I will speak to Vishalji and get you a 50% discount on the franchise fee. as long as you're able to pay me 1 lakh rupee advance by this weekend. And he need not call me. He should just say that, okay, I will take the confirmation. And maybe after 8 hours or the next day, he himself says that, okay, I've taken the permission from Mr. Vishal, and you have got you the best deal of 50% discount. But sir has said that you must deposit it by this Friday. So this will make sure that his incentive is aligned. As it is, I have given a full hand, because I like to give freedom to people and designate authority. So you can consider yourself as Vishal when you're trying to conclude cases. The investment for the equipment remains at 12 lakhs. Interior designing and training is complementary. Training means that after 25 days, I didn't throw that light. After 25, 30 days, when his contractor completes the work, our operations people will visit there. They will launch the outlet, remain there for week 10 days, or till the time the franchise himself says that it's very easy business. My boys can handle it. I don't need you. And all that conveyance, accommodation, etc. is borne by us. So not just the interior designing, but training is complementary. 12 lakhs is for the equipment. He pays to the contractor his amount. Now the 5 lakh franchisee fee can be negotiated by all the members present here themselves to conclude the case and get the 1 lakh rupee advance. They can give a 50% discount. They can give 1 lakh rupee discount. But the idea of negotiation is that the business is concluded. So there should be a commitment from the other side also.
Definitely. And Shaji, before I conclude, I would also like to tell our friends, since you are looking at exploring the opportunity, want to maybe go through complete understanding of anything which might have either been missed by you or might not have been clear. We have 30th September, which is a discovery day that we have kept for Chicago Pizza. And all of you can block your slots with us. And I will also request Rashna if we can put our hotline number in the chat box. You can reach out on this number and you can start blocking your slots for 30th of September. At the same time, our teams will also reach out to everybody who had registered for this event and present on this event to take a convenient time which is mutually acceptable between both Vishalji and our investors, because we have a lot of investor interest being shown. And if required, we can even extend from 30th and make maybe a 2-day discovery day. So you can show your preference for any of these dates and let us know. And before we close, Vishalji, I'll request if there is a message that you want to give to all the viewers who are there, along with one question, which is from Mr. Neeraj Singh. He's asking 35 lakh investment. Does that include the liquor bar license as well?
So like I mentioned, it's a modular system. So 12 lakhs for the equipment plus contractor cost, maybe 7 lakhs. So total comes to 19 lakhs for a sit down. And over and above this, the additional amount has been kept only for the license, which ranges from city to city. Some cities it can be 10 lakhs, some city it can be 15 lakhs. So we have added another 15 lakhs on the higher side for the alcohol license. So 20 lakhs as a sit down outlet investment plus 15 lakhs for the alcohol license, which includes the MCD, police, health, excise, Department of Tourism and Fire NOC kind of licenses that are taken by a consultant and given it to the franchise. But his fees and the actual cost of the license, we have included as 15 lakhs in the 35 lakhs of investment.
So any last message, Vishalji, that you want to give to all our audience before we close?
Well, I would only say that don't think that you are, from Franchise India or, as independent consultants, etc. When you're pitching to a franchise, you have my complete authority to say that you're a part of Chicago Pizza and you handle the Chicago Pizza territory of that particular city. And you have been with me, knowing me last 10 years, 12 years. You have concluded number of cases with us. Chicago Pizza is doing extremely well. And you can either personally put me in touch or you can conclude at your end, thinking you are Vishal Kapoor. You are the actual founder and director of Chicago Pizza, you have that kind of authority to conclude these cases. So you don't need any permissions. The idea is just concluding cases and conclude them like you own Chicago Pizza.
Okay, that's a very big statement, Vishalji, that you have made, and that also reflects the trust and the relationship that we have enjoyed over the last many, many years, friends. And with this, I'll request all of you friends to reach out on the hotline number. And whatever your queries might be, please feel free to get in touch with us for any information that you seek. At the same time, I will also request all of you who are looking at the opportunity, bring in your partners, your inner circle who would help you in maybe seconding or help you in making this decision for buying this the business. And now, Archana, can I request you to kindly take it over from here, please?
Sure.
Thank you,
So
Mrs. Sonia.
Thank you so much, Vishal, for joining in today. Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am, for being here today. We would like to thank all partners as well as our potential business buyers for registration of this particular webinar joining us today. Please share your suggestion, feedback with us at our different social handles as well as at our business hotline number, which is 9717683838. Your valuable input will definitely help us in improving our processes and give you in the best of the customer service. Do connect with us at Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Follow us to get more information. You want guidance, expert advice from the management team of Franchise India? It's very easy to get it. Just join Gaurav sir and Sonia ma'am at their LinkedIn platform. Link we have just shared on a screen. Yes, we are back with our regional shows. We are inviting you to join us for our regional show for South today, which will start at 4 p.m. It's a 2-hour webinar we are organizing for you, where we have invited top 10 domestic as well as international brands, as well as their founders and the leadership team. They would come and talk about their business opportunity. So it's a great chance for you to witness top 10 brands from our side. Do registration, go to Facebook page where we have shared the registration link. Do registration to join us, or you can get a registration link at our business hotline number. And tomorrow under our business webinar, we are inviting you to join us sharp 12 p.m. to understand the journey of O-Talkers and what kind of a business model they are offering you. So don't miss these chances. These webinars are specifically planned and organized for you guys to get maximum business opportunities and to understand end-to-end business model. So don't miss these chances. Join us today 4 p.m. and tomorrow 12 p.m. Thank you so much once again for joining in today. Have a very safe day ahead. Thank you so much.